Hey, you could be the first one to do it in your family. You may have a lot of dreams, a lot of aspirations, and you're always scared if you will ever succeed because fear controls you, fear has a hold on you because probably no one in your family has done it, or your family does not encourage you to do certain things because they don't know about it. Or it could even be that maybe your parents or their parents or your ancestors, maybe they had a hard life, right? They had to get things done the hard way. They had to work really hard to earn less money. You know what I mean? The amount of work you put in is more, and the amount of money you receive is less. So they all believe that you really need to work extremely hard to achieve success or just to get by. And success means different things to different people. And what I want to tell you is, someday when you've achieved something, people applaud you for it, people laud you for it, people love you for it, and they're like, oh my god, you did this, you did that. But what I want to tell you is, don't be attached to the end result. You know what I mean? Wanting to have a good result is upon you, but when people don't understand what you're doing, right? Like maybe you have your aspirations and goals a certain way where your parents or your grandparents may not understand that because they have never lived a life like that, or they never believed that they could ever have enough money or more than enough money, right? And you are someone, you feel like, but I have all these skills and gifts that I can use to make money in a different way, or I can bring in success in a different way. And if you ever pitch this idea to your family, and they might be like, they get really scared because they don't know what it is, and for them it's scary. And so what they do is they also feel that fear into you knowingly or unknowingly. And you naturally, you have these self doubts, these negative thoughts, because you also somewhere doubt yourself because you have not seen anyone in your family do extremely well monetarily, like have excess money or something. And so it scares you because you're scared of failing, right? Naturally, when if your parents say, okay, go for it, I mean, we're encouraging you, I mean, you have some kind of faith that you're going to get through these things. But when they don't, you also feel like, what if I fail? What if I fail? What if I fail and then what they said becomes true? What they say is the truth, and I'll be looked down upon. I know you go through these things, okay? All I want to say is, it's okay. It's your journey. That's why I'm saying, more than the result, focus on the process, because people that don't understand what you're doing or what you're going through, they only understand the results. Like, let's say when you get huge amounts of money, they feel like, oh yeah, he's successful or she's successful. Or when you're recognized somewhere, people will like, oh, he has this much fame or that much fame, and this person is famous like this. But what I want to tell you is, the process is what matters. The process is what changes you. The process is where you gain clarity, right? But in the process, mostly you're alone. You're alone in the process because there's no one to encourage you in the process because they don't understand it. And what people don't understand scares them, right? For your parents or your loved ones to encourage you, like, okay, go into this business, do this. They might also be trapped in their past where they had to work really hard to gain money, and they never felt worthy of having wealth, and so they reflect the same thing onto you since childhood. But now that you're grown up and now that you're coming into your full power and you know you can do it, trust me, if you take a step into this, even if you don't do anything, but just you sit in this idea and this idea feels possible for you, your entire world starts to change. Trust me, you feel so powerful. You feel like, oh my god, what was I doing all these years? Like, I can make money like this. I can be successful like this. Like, I can paint for a living. Like, I can do art for my living. My parents always taught me that you had to work really hard, you had to study really hard. But you have your own unique gifts, and that's why I'm saying, if you take a step forward, you can break that generational pattern. You can just break it. You don't have to continue the same trauma, the same pattern, the same amount of unworthiness. You don't have to carry it in you and through you, and you don't have to pass it to someone else. You don't have to pass it to your next generation. And don't be scared. I know, when you don't see something around you, it scares you the first time. But if something really means something to you, if you genuinely have a dream, and I'm not saying you'll get it the first time, it's okay. It's okay. Progress, they say practice makes a man perfect. But also, what I heard is practice makes progress. And I think progress is important, right? The day you completely give up on your dreams is when you feel like a failure. So why not embrace it? Just embrace it. Try and never give up. Never give up. Because I know maybe you're looked down upon because people don't understand what you're trying to do. Maybe you don't come from the place. Maybe your family or people around you don't have that mentality as you have. Maybe you're extremely wise and they don't understand your ideas. So what I want to say is before they expose your ideas and goals to them, and then they start looking down upon you, why not secretly work upon it? If you have to guard it, if you have to keep it a secret, keep it a secret until you achieve whatever it is that you want to achieve. But you will have great results, trust me. Just go for it. I love you, and I'll see you in my next one.